Hi, it's Sandra, and I'd like to show you this wonderful little sweet treat nail design that I didn't come up with it. I actually went online, seen Cassie P had used this background of this candy stripe for her sweet treats, and I thought that was so cute. It's a great way to use a stamp all year instead of just saving it for Christmas. The stamping plates that I'm going to be using are Kawaii Emoji, and that's BMXL323, and this is from Maniology. Maniology actually used to be called Bundle Monsters, so that's why it's BM. This has all these little treats on here. It's got some fudge bars and little ice cream sandwiches, cupcakes, cherries. I've done the cherries before, just cherries on a teal, and that's really cute. So this is a really cute plate. It doesn't cost any calories to use this on your nails, so that's why I like it. So I'm using this for the little candies, and then I'm going to be using, this is Uber Chic, and this is called Doughnut Worry, and it's a mini plate, and this has the layered donuts on here as well as just regular donuts without the layers. And I thought the layers would be really fun to do. I think that they take practice. I didn't think that they would be a big deal to put on your nail, but lining everything up really does take practice. I do think that I like reverse stamping more than I like this layering, especially if you get stamping plates that the layers are really, really tiny. I have one that's tropical fish, and they are so tiny. They're cute. They have a clownfish on it, but it's so tiny, it's very hard to line it up. So I'll be using that plate, and that is the donut that I put on my thumb. And the last plate I'm going to be using is again by Clear Jelly Stamper. I actually don't know the name of this. It's CJSC-27. And I'll have a link below with where I got all the plates. And this is where this candy, the swirl, is under the little sweets. This obviously is a Christmas plate, and I think it's really cute using it as an all-year plate. Those are the plates that I used. Now, the hardest thing is, in my opinion, is deciding on what colors to put with what colors. So, as you can see, I used my thumbnail pink, then I did green, purple, orange, and yellow. Obviously, pick your own colors for each nail. I have a friend, and she said to me, have you ever thought of painting your nails each one a different color? And I said, that's absurd. So then when I seen Cassie P's nails, and she had done the swirl, and she had actually done hers in each nail a different color, I thought, that looks pretty good. That's genius. So Shar, you came up with a great idea. So I've painted my nails, and I've got my Mani Defender on here. It's the latex so that I don't get this all over. I find that black and white really stain my fingers, so I like to use the Mani Defender with this. And this I got from Lantern and Rend. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on the little swirl candy. I've got two choices. I've got the smaller one, the smaller swirls, or the bigger ones. And I went for the bigger ones because I really wanted the colors to come through. I'm going to take my big stamper, and I did find out that I don't have enough stampers because I actually could only do 3 reverse stamp sweets, and because I needed to have a stamper to do this. So I'll probably be buying more stampers after this video. First thing I'm going to do is take my white, and this is Maniology white. It's called Bammy White. And I'm going to put this on. And I'm going to scrape it. Take my stamper, pick up the image, and I'm going to put it on my nail. So what I'm going to go for, and I didn't get a lot of it on there, so I'm going to use this on my second nail because my thumbnail has to be really big. So you're going to try to find the middle of your nail, which is always hard for me, and it doesn't have to be exact because you're going to put your little sweet on there anyway, and find the middle and then stamp it on there. Okay. Go to the next one. wipe off my scraper here. I'm going to use my lint roller to get the excess white off. And then I'm going to do, I think I'm going to get a new cotton ball because this one is really filthy. And do this. Some white. Give it a scrape. And all right, so I'm going to do the next one. I'll do this purple one. Again, I'm going to get it in the center, as close to the center as I can. Put that on. And then I'm going to do my other 3 fingers. Okay, got everything cleaned up, and now I'm going to go on to making my little sweet decals. So I already did most of them. This is the little ice cream cone, the one that you see right here. So I made that one. I've already reverse stamped this little cake right here on the orange. And I've already reverse stamped the cupcake, the one that's on the snail, on the purple. So the only ones I have to do is the little teeny ice cream bar, which I took right off of here. I'm going to take my stamper and my black stamping polish, and I'm going to pull this little one off of here. Give it a scrape. And then with my tape, I am going to take off all the stuff on here that's other than the little ice cream bar. I think I need another piece of tape. Thought this was a good size for my pinky, so that's why I took this one off the plate. All right, clean my plate. And then the one I did on my other pinky was I did a brown on the top. So I'm going to get my brown. If you could see my table now, I think I have almost every color polish that I actually have, and I can barely move around. And I'm going to take my small dotting tool. These are easier, I think, with the dotting tool than with a brush. So I did all of this, each one of these with the dotting tool. So I'm going to do this little chocolate up here. So you always want to do this reverse stamping ahead of time because you really want to make sure that this is dry before you go to put it on your nail. Otherwise it just smudges all over and ruins the image. So I did the chocolate on the top, and then I did this, I think I did this really, I don't think so. What pink did I use? I must have used this one. So I used this really dark pink. Oh, I used the light pink, sorry. I'm using light pink here. right, I'm gonna do this one. And again, when you reverse stamp, you don't want to, you just actually want to do like dotting. You don't want to spread it unless you're just on top of the paint and you're spreading just the paint. If you touch the image with your dotting tool or brush, it's going to take that image, the outline, right off of there. So you got to be very careful. All right, let's see what it looks like. Looks pretty good. It looks like I got all the color on there. And then the last color I have on here is the little ice cream holder. The ice cream stick. So I'm going to do that brown as well. So there he is. So he's all done. So we're going to let him dry, and obviously the other ones have already dried. At this point, what I'm going to do next is use my Maniology no smear or no smudge top coat as soon as I find that on my table. And because I did the little candies on there, I obviously can't just put regular top coat on there at all smear. So here is Maniology smudge free top coat. So I'm going to use that. And it's good to use this at this point too, because in order to get these little images on my nails, the paint has to be tacky. And because it's so dry, this will help with that. So I'm going to do this on each nail. Before they came out with this no smudge top coat, I used to just put regular top coat on these stamped images, and you really took a chance. It took practice, but you really did take a chance of smearing. You'd get the whole image done, and then the thing would smear when you put the top coat on. It was very aggravating. So this is really great, a really great product, and Maniology really did it well. So, and by the way, like I've said before, I love using Maniology's plates. They're fine images, and they're easy to pick up, and they're just great. So it's always a pleasure to use those. So you're going to want to let this dry for a little bit. You want it just to be tacky. If I were to put my image on there right now while it was wet, it'll look like it's not a smudge, but you'll see an indentation from your stamper. So you kind of want it to dry, but not dry for hours. You just want it to dry so that it's tacky. All right, so this one is the little cake, and that one is actually on my orange nail. So I'm going to take the little cake, and I'm going to try and center it as good as possible. And then I'm going to just press them on there. Okay. Then I've got the ice cream cone, and I have that one on my green nail. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to press this on, hopefully in the middle. I think these are so cute. Okay. And then I've got my cupcake, which I have on the purple one. So I'm going to put that and center that in the middle here. Okay. And then I'm going to do the little ice cream bar. That goes on the pinky. So the last thing I need to do is the donut, and I'm going to use this layered plate. All right, so on these layered plates, and Uber Chic they've really got a lot of these layered plates, and I do think, like I said, that they're difficult to use. I'm sure people who have used them a lot have no problems, but it's hard for me to line up. Some of them, they're not only hard to line up, but they just, I have problems envisioning where everything's supposed to go. Hopefully you can see this. It says, you see the little teeny arrows. So you go from here, and then the arrow goes here, and then it goes here, and then it goes to the complete outline. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. And that's what I did not do the complete outline on this one. I just did step 1, 2, and I put some little sprinkles on there. But I did not do the complete outline. So I'm going to take the first step, and I'm going to do it in a dark brown. If I use this one, which I use the top right corner, and then I know this is the image that matches it, and then this, so this is the donut part, this is the icing, and these are the sprinkles. I had to stamp it a couple times to get the image off, and I think that's because I was scraping it too hard. So when you have a lot of stamping area, if you scrape it too hard, it doesn't, the paint comes off and you don't get an image. So I've got the first part, which is the number 1, which is the inside and the bottom of the donut. I'm going to put this on my nails. Okay, so there's that. Now the second one is the icing, which is right here. And when I did the icing, I did it in a red. Probably not the best color choice, but I didn't want to do white because I had so much white with the little swirls. So let's see how this one does. So I'm going to kind of load it up with stamping polish, and then I'm going to brush it really light and then stamp it. Okay, so that came out good. So I was stamping it too hard. So I'm going to take off all this other stuff. And I'm going to, now this is the hard part, lining this up. So I'm going to want to line this up, this icing, so that it fits right into these little half circles. So I'm going to line it up on that. And I'm going to get the top lined up with the top of the donut hole. So there we go. So there's the donut. And like I said, probably not a good color choice because it's very hard to see, but that's what I picked. And then, so the little teeny dots here, I had done, I think it was purple and I don't know what color I used. Purple and blue, that's what color I used. So this time I'm going to use something lighter. I'm going to use, I think I'll use white, and the blue didn't show up very well. Problem is I don't have a lot of light stamping polishes. Let's do white and yellow and see how that turns out. All right, so I'm going to use this one right here. I'm going to use some yellow because the red on the frosting is so dark. Pick it up. Nope, and I didn't move fast enough. Gotta move faster. Okay, so that turned out, it's right here. So what I'm gonna do is take my tape again, get all the little sprinkles that aren't associated with my particular donut, and then I'm gonna put this on the top. So I'm going to take this, move this out of the way, and I'm going to take this and line this up on top of my donut. And it actually looks a lot better than the other one because you can really see the little sprinkles. And there's the little sprinkles. So this one I did the light colors, and this one I did kind of the dark colors, and you can see that the sprinkles turn out much better on this one. I think I've learned, the one thing I really learned with nail stamping is it's not even the image that you put on your nails, it's color. The color, color, color. If you pick really, really nice colors that go together, the image is really going to look nice. You have to really pay attention to what colors go with what colors and the color combination that will look really good. Okay, so that's all done. Next thing I'm going to do is go back with my smudge-free top coat, and I'm going to put that on my nails. By the way, this red that's on my thumbnail is a Maniology metallic, and it's really beautiful for Christmas, but it's my favorite red, and it's called Evil Eye. I've got all 3 metallics by Maniology. I had a set, it was a 3-piece set, and it was blue, green, and red. And I think that's all I used was the red and green, this metallic, for Christmas last year. It all turned out really nice. That's it. So I really enjoy this. I think it's really a cute manicure. And if you like my video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to buy one of the plate from Maniology, use my discount code to get 10% off. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.